Wild fans, this is your season. Experience the energy, the goals, and the unforgettable moments at Grand Casino Arena. Get your tickets now, including to Wild versus Predators on December 23rd at wild.com/tickets to cheer on the Wild this season.
Sorry, it's a really complicated lunch today. I have homemade beef stew. So good.
Lucky.
Let it heat up. Then I had vegetables. I got a broccoli cauliflower mix. Then I had to get some iceberg lettuce rinsed and ready to go. Plus, I was talking to a salesperson, and someone else is coming to do some recording for LifeSource. Are you a donor on your driver's license?
Yes.
I am as well. And we have some people coming in for LifeSource. I just was talking to her. Her son had to have a kidney transplant when he was like 18 months.
Sure.
And like, I asked her how long before. It was like a year. I said that had been the hardest part.
Except for an 18-month-old, you have to have a comparable kidney size, right?
And just waiting. And then you get the call. And she said, and then it was during COVID. Because he just celebrated his fifth kidney anniversary.
Wow.
It was 5 years. So he's, she said he's 7 years old now, because I think it was 2 years old by the time he got the transplant. So pretty cool. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a little 5, 3, 4 here.
Time now for 5 questions. Well, actually 3, but 5 sounds like more than 4. Question number 1.
Time now for an in-depth look at the state of hockey.
Strong and wild. I got a great voice, right? In the state of hockey. Deuce and I were talking this morning. We need, as soon as we find out what the parade route is, he's going to have to work remotely, because he's going to have to sit on the parade, so we save our spot.
Sure.
Between now and when will the parade be? In June? And then when I get off the air, I'll sit at the parade route till 11. He'll come in. Then I'll sit there. He'll sit there till 3. Then I'll come back. Now, doing it 24 hours a day might be hard, but we want to be there for the parade. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, the Wild blanked the Washington Capitals 5-0 last night at Grand Casino Arena. Vladimir Tarasenko scored twice and added an assist. Danila Urov tallied a goal and 2 assists. Kirill Kaprizov set a franchise record for most power play goals, while also moving past Mikko Koivu for the second most goals all time for the Wild. Matt Boldy scored a shorty, and Philip Gustafsson made 25 saves for his third shutout of the season. The Wild extended their point streak at home to 13 games, which is tied for the longest in franchise history. And since November 1st, the Wild are 17-3-2. Common, what sticks out to you from last night's Wild win?
Well, you just took every note I took about the game. You covered all of it. There's not much more to add.
I didn't even mention Quinn Hughes.
Other than 17-3-2 since November 1st. I mean, I don't know what the NHL, somebody probably could look it up. They have records for everything. What's the best wins, loss, ties, or I guess that would be winning percentage for a team in a month of hockey? Because that has to be.
Well, I think we're not even best this year, because I think Colorado is better than that. But yeah.
But both Colorado and the one, they must be near. I mean, it doesn't. That seems extraordinarily good. Now, you follow the league more closely than I do now and forever. But that just seems like, that's just astonishing. I mean, that's like.
Well, the Wild are doing it through injuries right now.
Correct.
I know their core guys are healthy.
Well, they lost 2 guys last night, right?
They're without like 6-7 guys.
6-7. Did they lose 2 guys last night to injury as well, did I see?
They lost 1.
Okay, I thought I saw 2.
They lost another defenseman, which they're already like 3-4 short on the blue line. So Quinn Hughes had to play like half the game, which sounds great to me. Sign me up for that.
Was it 29 minutes he played? What's normal tend to be if a team is at full strength? You know, they have all their most of their players. And it's just a, regular, 4. I mean, I don't know if there's such a thing as a regular game, but what is it?
Faber and Hughes, I think I saw the graphic on FanDuel Sports Network the other night that they're averaging around 25 minutes on the season, which was like top 5 in the league.
Okay.
It's obviously defensemen. There's never forwards playing that much. But yeah, especially if you're on the power play, he's going to be out there. He's going to take up a bunch of the power play time. But he's on another level, man. He makes everyone around him better.
I got trouble.
Uh-oh.
I can't find my pink Himalayan salt. No!
But
I found it. It's so important.
I mean, Quinn Hughes, he's a one-man breakout. Every time it looks like he's going to be in a bad spot, and he finds a lane to a teammate that they seamlessly get out of the zone. That's what happened in the first goal last night is Quinn Hughes didn't get a point on it, but him and Faber's ability to break the puck out with ease got them into the offensive zone. He's also a lead on the power play, so that's where Kaprizov got his rebound goal because Quinn Hughes can get that thing to the net as well as anybody. I'm extremely excited to watch him the rest of the way because we have, we've always been talking about here how you look at Colorado and they've got McKinnon at center and Makar at defense.
Yeah.
And there's nobody in the league that can replicate, arguably two of the three best players in the league.
Until now.
I'm not ready to put Kaprizov, Quinn Hughes on that level, but we're as close to that as there is in the league now. We've got two legit superstars at the forward position and at the defense position.
Here's what sticks out more than anything. Tarasenko's back. He's beating Father Time. He's turned the clock back. Did he have 2 goals last night?
2 goals, and his assist was his best play. His assist to
legs,
Urov.
right?
Yeah, he went through the legs and then backhanded just for a tap in for Urov. He was great last night. He hasn't been very good this season, and I need to see it more than one game. I'm not ready to get super excited after just one performance, but
I'm getting pumped up.
If you can somehow get that performance last night from Tarasenko moving forward,
I'll take your share of it. Whatever excitement that you're not ready to heap upon it, I'll take it. I'll double that.
And then blame me when they fall apart.
Yeah, I love the kid. Well, he's not a kid. He's an old man. He's at the Phil Rivers of the National Hockey League. I just love it. It's all coming together for us. This is a lot of fun.
And like I said, they're so beat up physically. They're doing this all with a bunch of injuries.
I'm teasing Deuce, too. He had a game last night. It was Lakeville North against Lakeville South. Girls hockey, right? 2 teams that don't like each other very much, right? And he texted me and he goes, hey, could you record the Wild game for me? And I go, isn't that funny? 2 weeks ago, you weren't asking for Wild recorded. He's jumped on the bandwagon. Everybody's on the bandwagon, including me.
This is now, we're going to somehow turn this into Twins conversation. For years, the Twins have taken the previous year's attendance and then tried to size their payroll based off of previous year's attendance. Revive always said, occasionally you got to go out and spend money on a guy and get the fan base excited, and then they're going to show up. Like, they're always reactionary to their attendance as opposed to, right? Like, to your point, guys like Deuce that might be casual hockey fans, they're going to tune in more now because the Wild are winning and Quinn Hughes is fun to watch. And now you're going to bring more of those casuals in, and then you're going to get more jerseys sold and you're going to get more butts in the seats. Sometimes you got to spend money to get money.
Maybe instead
Whereas
of Tom,
the Polads do the opposite.
Maybe instead of Tom Polad taking over in the head chair, you should be in that spot. I think
I can't do any worse than what they've been doing.
I think you should be the guy to run the. I'll put in a word for you next time I run into one of the Polads.
Leopold's now a member of that ownership group, so maybe he'll encourage them to start spending some money. Let's go.
Question number 2.
All Vikings, let's win this game. You'll hear us yell for more.
It's now time to take an in-depth look at the state of the Skull.
You got me pumped up now.
You should be pumped up.
I'm mostly excited about my lunch. It's so good.
The Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson currently has 832 receiving yards. So with 3 games to play, he would need to average 56 yards receiving per game to reach 1,000 yards. If Jefferson reaches 1,000 yards, he would become the 3rd player in NFL history to reach 1,000 yards in each of his first 6 seasons. Will Jefferson get to 1,000 this season? Which seems bizarre to ask. Never would have imagined asking that.
It seems bizarre too. I don't know. It seems as though I said one of the in this bright spot that has been the Vikings' last 2 games with the anointed franchise quarterback has been the one thing that the one negative, I guess, has been that there's no relationship on the field as far as passing and catching that's been established, or any chemistry between Jets and JJ. I would think that would change. I know that Jets, that one pass in the end zone, was it an end zone pass that skipped off his fingertips?
Yeah.
I know Jets, he took one for the team. He said, I should catch that one. But you know what? And yeah, you could catch it, but that thing was thrown at about I don't know.
Touch on it.
It's 150
It's
miles.
wide open.
Yeah, it's like you can't throw it that hard. But I don't know if it doesn't seem like what we've heard out of the locker room and from Jefferson himself and what we've seen, that this is something that is gnawing at him, that he wants to get to that yardage mark. I think he probably does, but I don't think it's like he's losing sleep over it. So will the quarterback and the coach try to maybe force a, because the games are kind of meaningless now. Well, they are meaningless, right? Other than just seeing how much team can gel a little bit, particularly the quarterback. Will they try to, get Jefferson that spot? They might very well do so. So we'll see. I don't know if he'll make it or not. At the rate it's going now, no. But like I say, things could change here in the next 3 weeks. So.
And that's it for today's edition of 5 Questions. Well, actually 3 questions, but 5 sounds like more than 4.
Rock Talk, along with Rock Rank, coming up next here on the Common Man program on the Fan.
Hockey fans, the IIHF World Junior Championship is set to take over the state of hockey. We've got your tickets to the action all week long. Use the TalkBack feature in the iHeartRadio app right now to tell us your favorite Team USA memory from the World Juniors for your shot at a pair of tickets to a Group A game. Get the full details now at KFAN.com. Keyword contest.
Fast, I'm Common. He's 10 to B. It's time now for Rock Talk. Excited and delighted to be joined in studio by the better half of Rock Talk. It's none other than Brian Oak. How are you, boy?
I'm good, man. I always look forward to coming in here. And I don't know about you. The world is literally on fire right now, but I have somehow managed to find this Christmas spirit. It's a weird year for me. My first year being away from the former family, and I was worried it was going to be a tough one. But despite the fact that everything's literally on fire, I feel good, man. So I'm happy to be here. It's good to see you.
We'll talk about your podcast here at the end of the show, because you do have a podcast. How many episodes now?
Let's see. We're
Hundreds?
now. We just today episode 540 just published first thing this morning. So and some really good ones this week. I'll give you the details coming up in a bit.
So to me, the biggest music story of the week to me is Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist got engaged with an onstage proposal. Did you see it?
I'm afraid that I missed that one. Look, I do have some blind spots when it comes to the world of celebrities and music, especially when it comes to their personal lives. Young Thug and who? Mariah?
Her name is
not Mariah Carey.
No, Mariah the Scientist.
Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug. Well, like all young, hopeful couples, all I can do is wish Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist the very best in what's to come. I mean, marriage in the best of circumstances is trying. In the midst of celebrity and attention that undoubtedly one day will wane, we'll see what happens.
Tend to be your underdog fantasy, higher or lower that Young Thug and Mariah the Scientist will actually say I do, and will even get to a wedding ceremony? Or do you think they'll decide not to get married before they even get that far? I'd say that's a better chance than having it till death do us part.
Where did you say they did the
on stage?
Right on. Of course they did. Yeah. No, it's I'd love to judge, but I asked my ex-wife to marry me on the radio, so I'm no better. I'm no better.
Didn't know that.
I'm no better than Young Thug. Yeah, I did that back in what? That would have been 95, I think. Yeah.
I asked for my wife's hand in marriage in 97,
right,
on the shores of the North Sea in the shadows of the Firth of Forth near St. Andrews, Scotland.
Now, see, that's how you're supposed to do it. But because I am
on bended knee,
I'm a radio clown, and so of course I did it on the radio for a bit. And it wasn't a bit; I meant it. But of course, why would I take one of the most private and amazing and personal moments of my entire adult life and put it out on a station that no one was listening to? Wasted opportunity.
Wow. Now, let me ask you this. When you asked her on the radio, did you get down on bended knee, or was the microphone too high?
Microphone was too high. However, when she did call back in to say yes, we were still running tape back then. So we couldn't just take the phone call and put it, like in a digital file or chop it up that way. We had to get out there with the razor blades and the tape and put the tape together to play it back on the air. So it was that long ago enough that it went down.
Nobody beats Father Time. The Rolling Stones have canceled their 2026 tour. You saw that?
It was supposed to be a big, epic European and UK tour. Yeah. They were just supposed to blanket it, and this was going to be the big one. And again, the only thing I saw about it was that the reason and it was never officially announced, but everyone knew it was coming, is that Keith Richards, his arthritis, Father Time is catching up with him. His arthritis, you've seen his hands for the last 20 years. I can't believe he can even play a guitar. Apparently he changed his playing style so he could still do a semblance of it. But his hands are so gnarled, I can't imagine he can pick up a guitar.
He says, I can't do it. He can do a couple of songs here and there at a coffee shop, but other than that, he just can't do it anymore.
And again, one of the most iconic riffers of all time, and certainly in the world of rock and roll. But again, none of us beat it, man. It's the one thing we all share. It is a common human trait that we are all going to check out at some point. But that said, in his 80s, considering the life he's led, miraculous right there. The guy's bulletproof, just unbelievable. And he leaves behind an amazing legacy, even if he never plays live again. Like a truly unparalleled legacy.
What's, I oftentimes wear a headband, right?
Yeah, you do.
So I had a headband on when I went to a BP gas station one time. I walked in. I'm not making this up. The kid looks at me and goes, you look like Keith Richards. And what I said to him? I said, well, I'm Keith Richards. And for a split second, he went, I know you're not, but he said, and I don't know if I should have taken that as a compliment or slashed the tires on his car.
Well, again,
Keith's got he's got 100 miles of bad rail
he looks like he's been around the block a couple times for sure. I'm kind of surprised. Well, if your hair was longer, maybe they would have said it. I would think that younger people might go more for an Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses, but no, with the way you wear your hair, Keith Richards, Keith it is. Keith. Yeah.
Now, one other thing before we go to break, and you got a couple of things to get to, and we got Rock Rank and a new game I came up with.
I love new games.
I don't know who was the first one to do it, but maybe it was when Mike Jackson bought all the Beatles, the rights to all their music. Right?
Oh, right.
And now
people selling back catalogs.
Now they're selling their back catalogs. The Weeknd sold his music catalog to Lyric Capital in a massive deal. And I don't have the specifics, but that seems kind of strange because he's still kind of hip now with him on young, right? So I can see some of these other people's like, the aging guys that are in their 70s and then their 80s and they're going, you start downsizing your life and, taking care of your financial things so that you don't. But he's doing it all. The Weeknd is already doing it.
I would need to see the particulars because it makes sense to me if he's only selling everything he's done up until today, right? So if he's giving away the rights of that to somebody else, that is already a rich and highly profitable catalog. But he's young enough and still a big enough deal that he's going to make a lot more music that he might possibly own, unless he's given up his rights in perpetuity. And then I would want to see what the grand total is of what he's getting paid, because it's like winning the lottery, right? Do I want to take an annuity? Or am I taking all my money right now? And he's probably going to get a freakish 9-figure deal for all that music.
Are you willing to sell the rights to your podcast for a big chunk of change?
Let's talk. Let's talk.
I figured you'd say that.
I need to see numbers.
Yeah. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We got more Rock Talk to go on the side of the break here on the Common Man program on the Fan.
Want to chime into what's happening with your favorite KFAN program? We'll make your voice heard on the Bradshaw and Bryan text line. Let us know what you have to say by texting your message to 64686. That's 64686. Standard message and data rates apply.
Rock Talk continues here on the Fan. I'm Comedy's 10 to be. Brian Oak with us as well. Off air, you talked about one of the topics you wanted to discuss, and you know how to run a control board.
I do. I mean, not well, but I do.
I think 10 to be would be willing to pay you to run the control board on Christmas Day for the Vikings game on Saturday 25th, so he could be there to watch the halftime entertainment.
I was going to say, that sounds like a great offer.
Or spend time with my kids, but one of the two.
Come on, man. I mean, you can always spend time with your kids. How often do you get to hang out with Snoop D-O-double-G?
I can introduce my kids to Snoop D-O-double-G.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's actually probably the best plan of all of them right there.
Drop it while it's hot.
Exactly. Well, we're going to hear that. So like most halftime performances, if people haven't heard, Snoop Dogg will in fact be in the 6-1 Deuce coming up on Christmas Day. He is the halftime entertainment at US Bank Stadium when the Kitties take on the Purple. And I know that we don't have as much to play for, but it's always enjoyable. That vindictive part of every sports fan, especially Vikings fans, where you get to play spoiler at the end of the season because we know the feeling really well. It should be a good game. It's going to be Christmas Day. People are fat and happy, looking for an excuse to not talk to Rellies. And who else is going to be there to guide you through it but the DoggFather? I'm excited, man. I think it's a great pick.
Do you think the DoggFather will do some Christmas songs? Or will it strictly be off of his body of work?
It's Christmas Day, so I don't know that he's going to do any, but I'm certain he'll be rocking a Santa hat. I mean, something along those lines. There's obviously going to be a Christmas thing to it, but I don't know if I see him doing a Perry Como, Robert Goulet style holiday medley up there.
I don't know if you can answer this or if 10 to B can, but generally speaking, other than the big game, and I guess probably Thanksgiving, NFL games never have halftime shows. They just don't, but they're doing one for Christmas. So this is a very special event, right? Because like a regular season game, there's no halftime shows.
Well, I'm sure part of it is they were able to find some extra money because this is one of those Netflix shows too. So Netflix, which has no shortage of money right now, probably ponied up a ridiculous amount to say, hey, we don't just want the game, especially with where the Purple's at. We need a little more juice on this one.
The dog.
Exactly. And so the dog.
We need some gin and juice is what we need.
Exactly. Thank you, Tenna. I say that, Common, you pull the considerable strings that you have access to and get us. Let's meet the dog. Let's do it. Let's get a little sounder that says,
well, I'm going to be at the game.
This is Snoop Dogg. Are you really? Mm-hmm. Nice.
So I guess it's one of those where I've heard one Snoop Dogg song in my life.
Yeah.
Drop It Like It's Hot.
Mm-hmm. He's got a lot. I like
which
that
is
song.
like 25th on his list of good
I was going to say the exact same thing, Ted.
You know me, I'm not a big, I'm not a rap guy.
I understand. You're not a hip-hop dude.
Yeah, I'm just not a hip-hop guy.
You're not from these streets.
And I'm not against it or anything like that.
Right.
But I probably will, as long as I'm there. I mean, I'm not going to put in some earplugs and not listen to this. As long as I'm there, I guess I'll get and what would be about a 10-minute dose of.
I'm curious how he's going to clean up his songs.
Well, that's it. Well, that's.
Well, if there's anybody though who's expert from deep in the world of hip hop to cross over into squeaky clean America and become a pretty singular icon, there's nobody that occupies the same place that Snoop Dogg does.
No, well, he's on one of those, The Voice or one of those, isn't he?
Well, so he's done that, but I mean, even just his daytime work with Martha Stewart, and Snoop is a genius at branding himself, and he knows this will be a big stage. I don't know how he's going to clean them up either, and I think song selection is going to be pretty important. But he's got enough hits and enough riffs. Since he's doing medleys, he can hit mostly choruses and navigate around it. I'm sure they have that mapped out long ago.
What else do you have before we do a little rock rank?
I also have the fact that, tragically over the weekend, Rob Reiner and his wife, longtime producer, both lost their lives being murdered in their own California home. And the celebrity outpouring has been unbelievable to the director. Rob Reiner, he did everything from Spinal Tap to Stand By Me, Misery, When Harry Met Sally, and a movie that's in my top 10 all time, Princess Bride. Just one of the greatest films I've ever seen in my life. And this guy could do everything, and he was amazing. But Spinal Tap, if that had been his very first major motion picture, if that had been the only thing he'd ever done, he would still be worthy of our praise and our honor. But people like Paul McCartney came out of the woodwork because Paul McCartney had a cameo in Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues. Yeah. And so on Monday, just a couple of days ago, McCartney posted on Instagram what a tragedy the death of Rob Reiner and his wife Michelle is, because he got to know them pretty well over that year and a half. He said it's so shocking in many ways, but for me especially so, because over the last year I'd been working with him. He was such an upbeat, lovable man. Life can be so unfair, and this tragedy proves it. His father, Carl Reiner, was a great humorist before him, and Rob followed in his dad's footsteps, doing a terrific job at making many great films. I will always have fond memories of Rob, and the idea that he and his wife will no longer be in the world with us is heartbreaking. thing. So, I mean, Paul McCartney doesn't get much bigger than that in the world of rock and roll, coming out as just an ardent supporter and lover of a man who clearly loved life and was a great, great artist. Even Jack Black came out with a little music angle and said, hey, any of you young people that have yet to see Spinal Tap, do yourself a favor. He said there's no movie School of Rock without Spinal Tap, and there is no Tenacious D. I don't want to think of a world where there's no Tenacious D, so get out there as Jack Black instructed and watch yourself some Spinal Tap. And then finally, I have one last little note before we get into your game or rock rank here. We all know that in the modern era, the number one most recognizable figure associated with holiday music, unfortunately, is Mariah Carey. And she's got a little song
What's that
called...
supposed to mean?
Why
unfortunately?
Well, because it's Mariah Carey.
She's excellent.
Yeah, well, excellent. Yes, she is. Well, her sales and records prove that. So regardless of one's personal opinion, the fact that you just said cannot be denied. She set another record with All I Want for Christmas, which has now broken the all-time record for weeks at number one. 20 weeks at number one. No other song has ever done it. So congratulations to the self-proclaimed Queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey, for an achievement that I don't think will be broken in our lifetime.
How much time do we have tonight? Because I was going to squeeze in my little game, too, a new one I just came up with.
We got like 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, then I wish you had the music. Play the rock rank open, and I'll just go talk over we haven't put an open for this together yet, but it's going to be really good.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. Rock words.
Rock rank.
Rock words.
Rock rank.
Rock words.
Rock rank.
Rock words.
Rock rank.
I'm going to give you a
You know how some songs, before you tell me about this game, you know how some songs, they nail it so hard on the demo, like Adele, Someone Like You, that they don't go back and re-record it, they just use the demo? I think that we were just all present for that right there.
That's what we just did.
Okay, what are rock words?
Rock words, I'm going to give you some words to a lyric. You tell me the artist and the song.
We're going to do some rock work on this title.
Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Okay, let me.
Still don't know what I was waiting for, and my time was running wild.
Do you want me to stop you as soon as I know, or do you want me to?
No.
Is that the game? Like the second I know?
Yeah.
Because as soon as you said I still don't know, I already knew the answer.
Okay.
It's David Bowie's Changes.
I knew you'd get that one.
Yeah.
We'd ease you into it.
But I thought I didn't know if you wanted to let the lyrics breathe and have me answer at the end, or do you want me to beep in as soon as I know it?
I'll beep in when you say that. It does go on to say,
I think for the rest of us, you should just let it breathe.
I agree.
So the rest of us,
my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets, and every time I thought I got it made,
the taste was not so sweet.
The taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, but I never caught a glimpse
of how the others see the faker.
I'm much too fast to take that test.
Correct. Changes.
Okay, the next song I have for you here. Okay, hold on. Because I just added that one, so I have to scroll. Because I made sure I put these down so I wouldn't screw them up.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Here's my next one. No, that's a football quote.
that one I will fail.
Here we go. All right, this one.
All right.
Regrets. I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I thought I had to do, and I saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway.
The most famous artist to ever do that song, of course, would be Frank Sinatra's My Way.
Correct.
Yeah. But let's not forget that Sid Vicious did of the Sex Pistols. He did a pretty great solo version of that as well.
Yes.
I'm kidding. He did not. It was terrible.
Okay, next. See if you can get this one.
All right, let's go.
It's so easy to blow up your problems. It's so easy to play up your breakdown. It's so easy to fly through a window. It's so easy to fool with the sound. It's so tough to get up. It's so tough. It's so tough to live up. It's so tough on you.
It's a shame that I can't sing along in that sweet, sweet croon that Benjamin Orr had. But that would be the Cars moving in stereo, an all-time classic off one of my favorite albums of all time.
Let's see if you get this one.
Okay, hit me.
'Cause in my head, there's a Greyhound station where I send my thoughts to far-off destinations. So they may have a chance of finding a place where they're far more suited than here. I cannot guess what we'll discover when we turn the dirt with our palms cupped like shovels, but I know our filthy hands can wash one another's, and not one speck will remain.
Man, I thought I had it right away, and now I'm not so sure. So I'm going to just guess what my gut went with originally. Those sound like the words of one Paul Simon, so I'm going to go with... It's not.
It's 2008. City's 97 special. That's why I pulled this one out of nowhere.
Will you hit me with the first stanza again, the first 4 lines?
Cause in my head there's a Greyhound station where I send my thoughts to far-off destinations. So they may have a chance of finding a place where they're far more suited than here. I cannot guess what we'll discover when we turn the dirt with our palms cupped like shovels. But I know our filthy hands can wash one another's, and not one speck will remain.
I got nothing.
The song is called Soul Meets Body.
Oh, by Death Cab for Cutie.
That is correct. Death Cab for Cutie.
I guess I never listened to that part closely enough. Yeah, no, I know the song.
Death Cab for Cutie. Actually, you didn't think I had that in me, did you?
A little shout out to Walla Walla, Washington, and our good friend Ben Gibbard and his band Death Cab for Cutie. They're a great, great band. He's a good singer-songwriter. He was in Studio C. I can't believe I didn't get that one. Yeah.
I thought I didn't know, because I know that's right in your wheelhouse because of where you worked.
Yeah.
But we'll do that, and so I wanted to mix. I took something from Sinatra in the 60s.
I love it.
And then we jumped to, what was this? Oh, we did a Bowie from 70s.
Yep.
Cars from 80s.
Look at you.
2008.
See, what demo doesn't the common man appeal to?
We appeal to them all.
Exactly.
And it's time now for...
Rock Rank.
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 I'm not sure if we're going to have Oak in or not next week, so I kind of did a week ahead and went with the holiday theme. And after listening to Oak Talk, I already know that one of my top 5 songs will not be in the list, but we're gonna go Christmas related today, Oak. Your top 5 Christmas songs of all time.
I dig it. Some of these are well known, others are not. But these, and again, this is almost impossible. I collect this holiday music, and I have for many, many years. There are so many variations. There are so many absolute landmark classic albums. It's impossible to boil it down to 5. But as of yesterday, this was my favorite 5 Christmas songs that I could think of. Number 5 on my list is actually a Minnesota band called Low, mostly known for their lo-fi indie style drone. It made them actually internationally acclaimed, but they put out an EP some years ago called Christmas simply, and it's 5 songs, some very sacred, some secular, and there's a song on there called Just Like Christmas that maybe puts me in the mood faster and better and more effectively for the holidays than anything else. I wish we could play some of it, but of course we can't. Yeah. How about you? Are you guys doing it?
Tell me your list.
No, I didn't put a list together. Just wanted your opinion.
Then okay, fine. Then
mine would be Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas.
Well, and again, she's absolutely an honorable mention. I don't love that song, nor do I like Wham's Last Christmas, nor, speaking of Paul McCartney, do I care for Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time. I don't hate them, but there's so much else out there that is just as good. It's just not as popular. So number 4, though, everybody here loves.
Mine aren't going to be as fun.
Okay. Well, number 4 for me is Darlene Love.
Mine's Frosty the Snowman by Burl Ives.
Wait, what's wrong with that? Although you sure it's Burl Ives?
I don't know.
I think that's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
That's my second favorite.
Okay, very good. Do you have a number 5? I didn't know you had a list. So Darlene Love, I'll mention mine here. Darlene Love at number 4, Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home. The big giant Phil Spector wall of sound. The bells come chiming in, and the opening line is, there's snow coming down. I mean, it's Baby, Please Come Home for Christmas. This is when I'm walking around, as the shoppers rush home with their presents, and it's snowing, and it's holiday time, and it's crunch time. I don't know if there's a more definitive song than Darlene Love's Christmas, Baby, Please Come Home.
Isn't Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer the same song, just different lyrics? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer
Frosty
had a very shiny nose.
No.
Pretty close, though.
You're not bad.
Had a jolly ollie soul.
Jolly ollie soul.
With a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of coal.
Mm-hmm. There must have been some magic in... Okay, we're not doing that right now. Number 3 for me is The Carpenters. The Carpenters have 2 separate Christmas absolute opuses. They have a couple of albums. Karen Carpenter's voice, either you love it or you don't, but the way she sings...
Don't love it. You're crazy.
I couldn't agree more. But The Carpenters, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. That time where everyone else is asleep, you're sitting there looking at the lights, drinking your drink, or maybe some peppermint tea, snuggled in. You got 15 15 quiet minutes to yourself, Carpenter's always works, and Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas is the definitive rendition of that song, at least in the Oak household.
What number are we on now?
Number 2. Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash has a whole host.
Well, can I do my number 2?
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry.
Mine, that's okay. We're a couple of misfits. From Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I'm familiar with it. That's
it's
both
so
Rudolph
good.
and Hermie
Yeah.
singing that they're not, but they both ran away because they were misfits.
We're a couple of misfits. That's my second favorite Christmas song.
Think about the lesson of that movie, though, and that song. You are such an outcast, so different from everyone else. We've driven you away. Oh, wait until we really need you for something,
Yes.
and then we welcome you back with open arms, and all is forgiven. Not cool, man. Number 2, Johnny Cash. When you talk about the legacy of Christmas and what it really means, because the shopping and the lights and the craziness and the tunes, they're all very fun. But really, this is a time about reflection and thinking about what we've done, where we're going, and at the coldest, darkest time of the year, reaching out and showing a caring hand for your fellow man, whatever form that may take. And Johnny Cash writes a song about Christmas when he was young as a sharecropper and what it was like for his families and just how poor those people were. He has a great song called What Christmas Means to Me. If you got any Scrooges in your life who need to be reminded that there are good stories out there and there are important and real reasons for celebrating this season, you should listen to Johnny Cash, What Christmas Means to Me.
Here's my number 2, or did I already do my number 2?
You did, but hit it again.
Here's my number 1. Are you ready?
Yeah.
We are Santa's elves.
Now,
we are Santa's elves.
I have this soundtrack at home.
We are Santa's elves.
We don't like to brag, but dude, you're literally singing back to me what I listened to last night. I have that whole record. I put together a music list for the record store I work at, and I DJ every Saturday from 10 to 2. Now that it's the holiday season, I am spiking in all the holiday music with the regular stuff, and We Are Santa's Elves already has a place on this Saturday's list.
It's so good.
It's ho-ho at the very end. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Number 1 for me, all time.
Do you know who did?
Go on.
We Are Santa's Elves. Videocraft Chorus. That's the
Videocraft Chorus? That's the name of them? Did you just look that up on your handheld
Yes,
computer?
I did. Well, I didn't know that yet.
Okay.
I'm not going to claim that I knew that. I have all their albums.
Well, all you need really is the one. And number 1 for me is Bing Crosby and David Bowie. The last thing that Bing Crosby ever did, they did that for a TV special, and they did a mashup of 2 songs, Peace on Earth and Little Drummer Boy. And you can tell that Bing's at the end, but David Bowie is still very much in his vital prime. But it's sweet, it's heartfelt, it's sacred, it's secular, and it is, to me, the definitive holiday song of the modern era.
Honorable mention for me would be All I Want for Christmas Is My 2 Front Teeth. Now, you have a podcast.
I do.
Tell us about it.
540 episodes deep. The Brian Oak Show podcast is very locally focused, Minnesota-type things. Earlier this week, we had legendary comedian and co-founder of The Daily Show, Liz Winstead, on the podcast. She's brilliant. She's got some cool end-of-the-year wrap-up shows coming up. And just today, we have Jake Rude, the biggest DJ in the Twin Cities, joining us on there. So if you're into the Twin Cities scene, musically and otherwise, I encourage you to find the Brian Oak Show podcast on the free iHeartRadio app.
It's always good to see you, my friend. Have a happy holiday.
You do the same. And you too, Tenna.
I think I'm going to be here next Wednesday.
Are you really?
Yeah, I think I'm working New Year's or Christmas Eve, I think.
I'm not going to be here Christmas Eve.
Right.
No, I mean, hey, I love Rock Talk. I love Rock Talk.
I'll do my own version of Rock Talk.
I'm waiting to hear the solo version of Rock Words.
Rock words. I'll just rock talk to myself.
Well, happy holidays to all of you and to everybody who listens. I love coming on and being part of the Grum, and I hope everybody out there finds a little light this season, because it's out there, sometimes just harder to find than other times.
That's Brian Oak. That's Rock Talk. We'll take a break, come back. The legendary Mark Rosen joins us next year on The Fan.